Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I'm bringing you back Braum's Noble Steed. This deck was created with the release of the Basilisk Bloodseeker. I wanted to create a Vladimir Braum deck that kind of utilized the Basilisk Bloodseeker and made him kind of a center focus of the deck, and also allowed us to put in units into the deck that would power up like Scarmother Vrynna and Braum. And then being able to kind of do a whole bunch of damage with overwhelm units. So, yeah, the Basilisk Bloodseeker, he is a 7-drop card, and if you play it, you deal 1 to an ally and an enemy 4 times. And the reason this is so good is because each of those individual 1 damages cost or count as a proc, so you get 4 procs all at the same time. So if you have Vlad out or Vlad's not out, he can level up in your hand or in your deck as well. That counts as 4 procs to his level up condition. So if you haven't already managed to level up Vlad, that's basically an insta level for him. And then if Braum is leveled up, Braum will create Poros every time he survives damage, a mighty Poro. And it counts as 4 procs, so 4 Poros. So if you are running out of cards, if you've got kind of this Basilisk Bloodseeker in your hand and the Braum is on the field, you play the Basilisk Bloodseeker, you have 2 units down, you proc the damage 4 times onto Braum, you get 4 little Poros, and you have a full board all of a sudden with overwhelm units. Basilisk Bloodseeker's overwhelm, and those little mighty Poros do as well. And then Braum, of course, but Braum is Challenger. So super good cards to have. You can deal a whole bunch of damage in 1 turn. It's an awesome card. Alright, so basically this whole kind of deck centers around the Vladimir self-damage package, and so we have the Imperial Demolitionist, Crimson Disciple, Ruthless Raider. All 3 of these cards are important for early game. We can use the Imperial Demolitionist to get procs onto the Crimson Disciple and Ruthless Raider, both of them helping to level up Vlad and also damaging the Nexus. Shared Spoils is our card draw, can help us get some pretty bulky units down, and extra health and attack on our units is important because of the overwhelm and because we want to have extra health to work around. Crimson Disciple is going to deal 1 to every time she survives damage, so the more health she has, the better. Crimson Curator is creating another Crimson unit in hand, so if he survives damage, so every extra bit of health you can have on him is important as well. Helps you be able to survive spells, and also helps you just to generate more cards. Yeah, he's basically our card generation in this deck, along with Shared Spoils a little bit, but Crimson Curator is pretty important because we don't really have any other card draw options, reliable card draw options in the deck. He's going to be generating a lot of cards for us. Basically, everything else in this deck, well, we have Scarmother Vrynna as well for overwhelm, but basically everything else is spells to help protect our units. So Elixir of Iron, we have Troll Chant, Take Heart, Fury of the North. All these cards are just going to help protect our units to keep them from dying. We want to create or maintain a healthy board presence, a healthy board state. Because we're damaging our units, we want to be able to heal them back up. And if we can heal them up, we get overwhelmed. We can make them super powerful with things like Fury of the North and Take Heart. Scarmother Vrynna will gain +3 every time she survives damage from another good Basilisk Bloodseeker target. She can deal a ton of damage. I think it's 16 if you do all 4 of the I do that right? 12 plus, no, it's 15. 15 damage. Yeah, if you use her as a Basilisk Bloodseeker proc, overwhelm damage at that. And yeah, she can just single-handedly win the game. If you got Vladimir down, that's another proc of damage as well. Just want to make sure you have the spells in hand to protect her in case they've got ways to deal with her. One other thing you do need to be a little bit careful on in this deck is because you are buffing up your units and kind of relying a lot on your abilities to deal damage like the overwhelm, you do need to be a little bit worried about Hush. Hush in Targon decks, pretty prevalent, pretty much an auto include at the moment until it's nerfed. But yeah, just keep an eye out for Hush. That's basically the main counter to this type of deck and will completely destroy you and your game plan. So anyway, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, so we're going against a casino deck, most likely. Could be I guess 1-drop aggro deck as well with Poro Cannon. Those have been going around kind of recently. I'm actually going to keep all these cards except for 1 Transfusion. We can play the Crimson Disciple turn 2. Braum turn 4, so let's see if he's got turn 1 play. He does. Okay, it's fine. Not much we can do there. We can play our Crimson Disciple this round. He has a Draven in hand, so I think we're going to end the round here. Draven, telegraphed. Got a couple of ways to work around this.
For the glory of Noxus.
Watch and learn.
Your path ends here.
I'm going to use Troll Chant.
You can do.
See if he's got like a Might or something. We force him to use it early. Not a Might, a Elixir of Wrath. And he's also kind of forced to go out a lot on the spinning axis here if he's got it. They don't normally put in Elixir of Wrath. But it looks like he's searching for it, so it kind of looks like he has it in this deck. Otherwise, I don't really think he'd be searching for it.
Time for the money makers.
Okay, now he's just committing to kill my Imperial Demolitionist, and I'm actually okay with this because he had to use quite a few cards here. He's down to 3, I'm at 4. He's got board advantage a little bit here, but his units are pretty weak. Alright, we're going to play the Ruthless Raider. It's a good play because I've got Transfusion backup as well. Yeah, we're just going to attack with the Ruthless Raider. He's going to be forced to block with the chain, with the Flame Chompers here, and then if he's got something like a Whirling Death or whatever, then he can we'll go like this. Okay, it's fine. Get quite a bit of damage on him there in the round. Ooh, another Troll Chant. That's really good. Alright, Jinx.
You should try blinking sometime.
No axes. We're pretty safe playing Braum here, if I'm being honest.
How can Braum help?
Let's see if he's got a Rummage. So we can't level up Jinx this round because of the Daring Poro, unless this is a discard card, then you can get rid of it, but that's good for us.
Let's do this.
Just gonna pull the Braum more than likely. Yeah. And 8 damage. I actually think we just take this hit. As bad as that sounds.
It is easy, see? Good luck. Have fun.
We're gonna take out the Jinx. Threaten quite a bit of damage here. He needs a Get Excited plus another card in order to level up or to kill my Braum. Even then, I've got Troll Chant to back up here. So he should not be able to kill my Braum with the units that he has. He also can't level up Jinx because he's got this Daring Poro. He would need a discard, so he's got to use the Spinning Axe on it like that. Yeah, still not the best. I'll take this trade though. Do we want to keep our Crimson Disciple alive? Braum is out of range of things like a Get Excited here, so I think we actually do.
Left for a snack?
Alright, we're going to make the Scrap Scuttler less of a threat. Also preserve, I guess, the Overwhelm unit. Take out Jinx, which is nice. We've got Vlad leveled up here. Braum's pretty big. Should be able to block this Draven. Draven hasn't leveled up either.
The answer is yes, somewhere.
Alright, that's okay.
I wonder.
We were close to having Braum die. Okay, so infinite draw here. That's awesome. I'm going to play Vladimir so that I can play Take Heart on my Crimson Disciple. Depending on what his hand is as well, this is going to make his attack really awkward. Since he's got Draven here, he's going to have to be able to deal a lot of damage to my Vladimir in order to take him out. Which just probably isn't going to happen.
But my experiments. Help is underway.
See if we can stay connected here long enough to win the game.
Look at you.
3 damage. I think we need to go for the block on the Draven. 2, 3, 4.
Stand behind.
Unfortunately.
Is that all?
I just needed to stay out of Get Excited range. Alright, we're going to play our Scarmother Vrynna. All of his units are pretty weak. If he's got the fast speed cards to end the game, then he's got them. So we can't do much about that.
Have you met my shield?
We're actually going to pull this guy.
Friends. Problems up.
He's got to declare his block. I think we're good to win here. Yeah. He's got to have some sort of removal for us. And I don't think he's going to have enough. He needs a Mystic Shot and a Get Excited to beat us here.
Time for the moneymakers.
And yeah, we just won. Okay. Not too bad there. Scarmother Vrynna coming in pretty clutch in most of these games. The combination with her and Vlad is really good just to get some extra damage off that the enemy can't block. We pulled the biggest, the unit with the most health to Braum so that our overwhelm units could do the most damage and power through, you know, the small amount of health. That was important, and it would have been kind of hard to lose there. He needed the perfect hand in order to win that, and we had backups like Take Heart and Fury of the North, so I wasn't really too worried there for the most part. We had some pretty good early game aggression as well, so that we were in a good position to win by the time we got to late game, which is also key.